Hello everyone. I have created this document management system that can be used to manage digitized documents. You can also use it to manage your regular PDFs documents and stuff like that. And what happens is um, you can create folders on this particular application. You can create subfolders. You can add administrators and users, and you can view, download, and even assign permissions to the administrators and users. So let's get into the app and see what it does. But one thing I do want to mention is this app was created having an educational scenario in mind. So for instance, let's say there is an institution out there, right, and then maybe they want to digitize their documents, right? Like let's say Accra Poly want to, or any institution out there want to digitize their documents, or maybe University of California, I don't know, want to digitize their documents. And let's say the document they want to digitize is, for instance, is attendance sheet. Okay, back in the day, people take, even now still the traditional way of doing things is still in place. So students, there is, let's say, a form which is printed and then it's passed, and students that are taking, for instance, exams, sign to indicate that okay, they took that particular exam. So in case of any dispute, this particular file is retrieved, and then informations are checked to resolve that particular dispute. But as an institution, anything can happen, right? So maybe flood can hit that particular department, and then you lose those documents. Okay, you get swelled or you get destroyed by water. So what happens then? You've lost very, very important document. So this software enables you to upload all your digital documents and then easily retrieve them, even using any content within that particular PDF, right? So for every management system, there is the need to have the super administrator account. So we are going to create one. So of course, if this is going to be used in an institution, maybe the super administrative account is going to be managed by the head of IT, right? So maybe over here I'm the head of IT for this, so I'm going to key in my name, and I'm also going to key in my username, for instance, and then my pass and pass. Great. So the super administrative account has been created, but did you realize that once the account was created, the application terminated? Yes, it did, because it has now set up the super administrative account. So we need to fire this application one more time. So I'm firing it one more time. So with the super administrative account set up, we can now create other administrators and users. So over here I'm going to create an administrator, right? I'm going to call this guy, for instance, Nicholas, right? And call him Nicholas. Set a username as this, and then the password as done, right? And then press enter. So this account has been created. So we come to view administrators. Nicholas is there, and as the super administrator, I told you the super administrator has the privilege of denying other administrators other privileges, like getting the opportunity to view, download, upload, or delete, right? So for instance, if maybe for a reason or two Nicholas is no longer going to be working for an institution, right, for this particular institution, and then we feel that maybe the present atmosphere might cause him to, for instance, delete certain documents that he has worked on, as in uploaded, we can quietly, without engaging him verbally or physically, just deny his access permission, right? So over here we've denied Nicholas the opportunity to delete, so he cannot do that. We can even deny him the opportunity to even download documents, right? Although he is an administrator. So these are things that we can do, but for now let's leave it. Nicholas is behaving, so let's leave it as that, and then come to, and over here we can actually filter through administrators, right? So if maybe I think there is an administrator over there called, for instance, Kweku, and I'm searching, I can set through, but you see right now we haven't added any administrator by the name Kweku, so nothing is going to show, right? So there you go. Now we can actually create a user, right? So I'm going to create a user, and I'm going to call this guy, for instance, Kweku, right? Set the username to Kweku, and then set the pass, and then the password. But down here we can actually set the permissions to that I want Kweku to have. So maybe we just want Kweku to have the opportunity of just uploading documents, right? So we just click on this, and then that's that. Now the account has been created for Kweku. So when we come to view users, we can actually see the account for Kweku, right, with only the upload permission just active. Now we can also manage our documents. So when we come to manage document, this is where we can actually create folders, right, where we want to put our documents, and we can also create subfolders. So for instance, as the super administrator, I can create a folder. So let's call this one for instance let's call this Ghana, right? So let's call it Ghana, for instance. So I can create a subfolder underneath Ghana, right? So when I click on create, I can actually create this and call this, for instance, Accra, right? And there you go. So that folder has been created, right? So I can actually upload documents under Accra. So with Accra selected, I just click on upload document, and let's call this Accra Examination Center, for instance, Accra. Let's set the date and then maybe the semester, and then choose documents, right? So let's say any of this, right? Let's upload. So that file has been uploaded. So when I click on Accra, I realize that that document is there. And this is car dealership. So this is a car dealership document. There you go. And we can actually search for documents using content in there. So we know that there is something like what car dealership, or is the car, for instance. This is a phrase we do remember. So maybe we can just type is the car, and that document would be retrieved for us. So even if we don't remember the metadata that we filled, which is this, the metadata for this, but we do remember a content within the PDF, like is the car, for instance, we can type it, and it is going to check through the system to grab all PDF documents with the phrase in the car. Is the car in it? Okay, not in the car, is the car in it? So that is that. So this is being operated from the super administrative account, which is my account. So I'm going to close this,